Meanwhile, Minsu and Sunjin were getting ready to leave. Minsu walked downstairs carrying a red gift bag and approached Sunjin, who had been waiting for her. He complimented her, saying she looked beautiful. Smiling, she handed him the gift bag, admitting that she had struggled to find him a suitable present. Just as Sunjin was about to look inside, she stopped him, saying he should open it when he was alone. He smiled and agreed, then held her hands and asked if she was ready to go. She nodded but admitted that she was afraid of breaking the news of their engagement to everyone. Sunjin reassured her, promising they would face everything together. Holding hands, they walked out, heading back to the city. That night, Minsu called her parents, wanting to tell them about Sunjin and their engagement. However, she hesitated, afraid of how they would react. She knew they would demand to know everything, and if they discovered the full truth, they would be completely against it. Instead, she simply told them how much she missed them, saying it felt like she hadn't seen them in years. Her parents, happy to hear from her, assured her that they were praying for her and were glad she was healthy and studying hard. Lying in bed, Minsu stared at the diamond ring Sunjin had given her. She knew she was supposed to be happy, but she couldn't shake the anxiety about what lay ahead. That same night, Sunjin walked into his father's study. His father asked why he had not been at work, and Sunjin explained that he had taken some time to get fresh air. Sitting down, he listened as his father began discussing wedding preparations, insisting that the sooner he settled down, the better. Sunjin remained silent as his father continued, mentioning how Kim's family had a strong business presence in Europe. Their marriage would help expand their business beyond Asia. Interrupting, Sunjin firmly stated that he wanted to break off his engagement with Kim. His father froze, staring at him in disbelief before demanding to know if he had lost his mind. He reminded Sunjin that their engagement had already been made public. Sunjin countered, saying he didn't love Kim and that she had tricked him into the engagement. His father, growing angrier, argued that it didn't matter. Kim came from a good family, and their marriage would strengthen business ties. Frustrated, Sunjin asked if his father ever viewed life as more than just business. He argued that his entire life had been about business and climbing to the top, but there was more to life, like love. He declared that he wanted to be with someone he truly loved and build a happy family, rather than living his life as a mere business strategy. His father, now furious, stood up and declared that their wealth and success were built on business, not love. If he had been soft-hearted, they wouldn't be where they were today. He insisted that Sunjin would marry Kim, and that the wedding was even being moved up to the following month. Hearing this, Sunjin firmly stated that he would not go through with it. He revealed that he was already engaged to Minsu. His father stood frozen, staring at him in shock. Sunjin stepped closer and coldly announced that he was resigning from the family company and choosing Minsu. At that moment, his father clutched his chest and gasped, struggling to breathe. Sunjin, realizing he was having a heart attack, rushed to his side, calling for help. The next day, Minsu arrived at the office in high spirits, singing to herself as she arranged work files. Woo-bin walked in, happy to see her cheerful. He asked why she was in such a good mood, and she smiled, saying she had a great weekend. He told her he was glad she was happy despite everything that had happened. Minsu, still smiling, revealed that something even bigger had occurred. She raised her hand, showing him the ring. Woo-bin felt his heart sink, but forced a smile and congratulated her before quickly retreating to his office. At the hospital, Sunjin sat by his father's bedside, holding his hand, hoping he would wake up. The doctor arrived and informed him that his father had almost suffered a heart attack, but had been stabilized. He assured Sunjin that his father would wake up in a few hours, but warned against triggering his emotions further. Sunjin agreed and promised to wait by his father's side.